Hi everyone, this video is about the top 5 selling videos and photos that I've made in the last 12 months with Adobestock. With Adobestock, I've got a very small portfolio of only 1,194 images. In the last 2 years, I've also been uploading more videos because I've seen the trend for video sales increasing in that time. And in those 2 years, I've managed to upload 76 videos. Okay, I'll start off with my 5th best seller for the last 12 months. And that is a video of an Atlantic salmon that I took when I was on holiday in Tasmania, where I come from in Australia. And we were just visiting a kind of fish hatchery, and they had all of these enclosures with different fish such as trout and salmon and I think some eels and things. So what I did was I just got my phone and I tried to get as isolated as possible without any recognizable people or property in it, and I just videoed the salmon as they were coming up to feed at the surface and moving under the water. Luckily the water was clear, so I was able to get some good footage. I sold one of those videos for $8.05 as a commercial footage video. Okay, now another video sale was one that I made back in 2020 when I was making a video about doing indoor stock photography for my channel. So what I did is I just did a makeshift setup with some white cards. Excuse my voice, I've got braces on the top and bottom of my teeth which give my my voice a bit of a lisp when I talk. Hopefully it won't last for too long. But anyway, back to the video. I had a spoon clamped to a little chair with a white background, and my son was pouring honey onto the spoon while I took photos and videos of it. That video sold for $8.40 as a commercial. And now for an image that used to be one of my best sellers across the stock agencies, and it's my first image in this list, and it's of the northern gannet that is trapped in plastic. It's taken at a low angle, quite close up of the plastic wrapped around the poor bird's beak. And I think in the news the plastic issue has kind of dropped off a little bit in comparison to the latest disasters that are taking place across the world. And that has affected the sales of this image across the board. But it still makes regular sales, and I sold this one for a total of $8.69 in the last 12 months on Adobestock. Okay, back onto video now, and it was a very opportunistic video that I made of some cannabis plants that I saw growing on a balcony in the city. In the Netherlands, it's legal to consume cannabis in some quantities. I'm not totally sure about all of the legalities, so don't quote me. I'm not a lawyer. But I saw these plants and I thought, oh, this is a great opportunity to get some video. So I got as close to the plants as possible so there was no recognizable people or property in the background. And I managed to sell that video for $14. It was only a one-off sale, but I think I'll be selling more of them in the future. I just did a search on Adobestock to see how many of these kinds of images and videos are actually on the stock agency. And for photos, there's 4 million photos of cannabis subjects or marijuana subjects, but it just goes to show how saturated the photo market is across the board on all of the photo agencies. When I compare that to the amount of videos, 4 million photos, and the videos of cannabis subjects is only 200 $509,000. So yeah, almost 3 million less in the video department. So it just shows you that competition is a lot less when it comes to video still. So that's quite encouraging moving forward with video. And it's also good to see Adobestock showing more video sales. Okay, and now on to my #1 best-selling photo for Adobestock for the last 12 months. And this was a photo that made multiple sales, and in total I earned $30.71 from it. And it's a photo of daffodils at the Kokenhof Fields in the Netherlands, which is a famous flower growing area. And every year tourists come to that area to photograph these flowers specifically. I uploaded this photo in 2019. It's a commercial photo, but the market is totally saturated now for flower photos. I still make regular sales obviously with this photo, but I'm just wondering if you uploaded a similar photo now, even if it was perfectly keyworded and perfectly photographed, what kind of success you would have. I would probably put my energies in other areas. But as it stands, I'm still making money out of flower photos, and this one of the daffodils was no different. Okay, so what lessons have I learned from my results on Adobestock for the last 12 months, especially with regard to the top sellers? And I think it's pure black and white to see that firstly, all of the sales were commercial. All of the top sales were commercial rather than editorial. And I'm not sure if that's because editorial imagery has only been uploaded to Adobestock for the last 2 years or so, or just with the way that Adobestock's customers buy imagery, it's more commercially focused. The other thing to notice is that 3 of the top 5 earners on Adobestock were video. Now, there's still opportunity to be had with stock footage and stock video. I know video is quite a barrier to entry for a lot of stock contributors. Even the veterans who have been uploading photos for years, they often find it difficult to go that extra step and upload videos. Maybe they're not interested in it, which is probably the most case. If you're not interested in doing it, then it is very hard to be motivated. But also there are a number of difficulties involved with video. It is more time consuming, especially when it comes to uploading and keywording. And we can all use these things in our favor because it's stopping a lot of contributors from putting their content onto the stock agencies. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!